Most merciful. Master of the day of judgment, show us the straight way, the way of those whose portion is not breath, who go not astray.
Glorified and exalted, extolled and honored, adored and lauded, in the name of the Holy One, must be He. And all the blessings and hymns, praises and consolations, that are ever spoken in the world, say Amen. And may the abundant peace in heaven, and light for us, for all Israel, and say Amen.
I can see the sky through my window. There. Can you see it? Just look up. Blue as a bird's egg, and it goes on forever. I look up, and Allah looks down. He says that the sky is just as much mine as anyone else's. No one owns the sky.
Through my lens, I see water and people, but I always shoot the water. Water makes for predictable pictures. Marble's eye blue, waterfalls, rain barrels, park fountains. Water at the bottom of a tiny glass.
I might have written forever.
I might have taken pictures forever.
It's a long story.
No, it's short. It happens in 3 days.
Thousands of years ago, back to biblical times.
Israelis as the descendants of Isaac.
Palestinians as the descendants of Ishmael.
And they both felt they were the original inhabitants of this land. Some call it mythology.
Some call it history.
And there's so much more. The enslavement of the Jews by the Egyptians.
The murder of the man named Jesus.
The Holocaust in Germany.
The occupation of Palestine by the Israeli Jews. Some call it a conflict. I call it war. This is my story.
No. In 3 days, I go to the store. This is our story. Yours and mine.
Hers and mine.
Another bomb went off in Jerusalem today, killing 4. The Israelis are blaming it on A.
In America today, a woman sues McDonald's after finding a stone in her cheeseburger.
A Palestinian militant group claimed responsibility today for a suicide bombing that took the lives of.
Today, a killer dog ate a man's leg and buried the bones under it.
Brittany tells reporters that she's lost 18 pounds and feels absolutely fantastic.
She adamantly denies having a nose job or a tummy tuck.
The bomb went off here in the middle of what some call the Holy Land.
What some call Israel. It is Israel. Israelis fought for it and we won. The Palestinians living in the West Bank and the Gaza Strip believe it's their land.
It is ours. The Israelis stole it.
It's a mess.
Palestinians say it's time for another intifada. Shake it.
This is Rebekah from Jerusalem, photographing the scene live.
This is Aysha from Bethlehem, reporting live on
day 1.
Where are you going?
To school, Mama.
School doesn't start for an hour.
I have extra work.
You want to get news with the bomb.
No.
I know you too well, my girl. You can't lie. Every time there's a bomb and you leave early, you say you have extra work. I think I don't notice.
I want to be a journalist.
A bombing is not something to be proud of.
I'm not proud. I just want to know what's
It's how
happening.
knowing help.
I'm not sure, but
There's nothing we can do, love. We have to have patience. Things will change.
when I'm 40 or 80,
Allah will help us when it's time.
maybe Allah wants us to help ourselves. Maybe He wants some help from down here. Have you thought of that? Maybe His job is just too big.
That's not wise thinking.
I know He doesn't want us living like prisoners in a dirty camp.
Your papa works for
Some
some
nice Israelis, I know.
and they're just like brothers to him, like family.
Like family, I know. But some wish we'd disappear like smoke. I know that too.
You know. Since when did you become such a fierce little girl?
You raised me, remember? And I'm not little. I'm not fierce at all.
You're just as stubborn, curious about everything.
So smart, eh? Straight A's.
Too smart for your own good.
One story, Mama. If it's good enough, it'll get published. I'll have a better chance of getting into university. I have to start somewhere.
It's harder for a woman.
I know it's her.
Walk carefully, please.
I'll see you tonight.
And Aysha, you're forgetting.
Hurry.
It's important now.
Allahu Akbar. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to Allah. Make those greedy Israelis give us back our land. Bring us peace, Allah. Whatever it takes, please.
Did you hear it, Rebekah?
How could I not hear? It's so close.
Come on. You still have to go to school.
I feel sick.
Rebekah,
I can't go, Jory.
you have to go. You've missed too much already. And it's no good for you to sit in your room all day.
I like my room.
Sit here. Stare at your fish.
I like my fish. Look, he's scared too. His eyes are huge.
Take a picture of him then. Swimming in the water or something.
Maybe later.
You've been saying that since the funeral. 5 days. Maybe you should try. Rebekah. Here. I'll pose for you. Mrs. Kelman wouldn't want you to quit.
I'm not quitting. I just don't feel well.
Okay. But Anna called. She wanted to know if you
No. If I go to school, I want you to walk me there.
I can't walk you to school forever.
But I feel safe with you. And we're closer now. Brother-sister bonded. That's not so terrible, is it?
You could have cared less about Bonnie last week. You were shopping at the mall and going to parties. You were out with Anna and your friends. You cared more about your hair.
I was stupid a week ago. I used to think that if I was a good person, no one would have any reason to hurt me. Why would they? But now, when I look at the people's eyes, I'm trying to figure out which eyes like me and which ones don't. And anytime, any random time, a total stranger...
Oh, the odds are so slim, Rebekah. You know that.
It happened to Mrs. Kelman.
Mrs. Kelman was very, very unlucky. She was in a dangerous place, but you're still here?
She worked for a peace magazine to help them, and they still got her.
Don't worry. We'll be getting them back. Let's go.
It's not fair.
Be outside.
When I walk, I look at the sky because it's too horrible to look at this place I live in. Just 2 miles away from Jerusalem. Just where they live. But at least my camp hasn't been completely blown apart yet, like some of the other ones. To large stone cemeteries.
When I walk fast. I don't stop to take pictures anymore. And the people, I don't even look at their faces. If I walk quickly, the odds are better.
Where were you?
At home, I got here as soon as I could. So?
It happened at a cafe just a few miles from the checkpoint. Israelis were drinking their coffee when a boy walked in. He was wrapped around his waist and no one noticed. Suddenly,
I heard it.
3 Israelis died with him.
His parents must be proud.
And sad, Aysha.
And sad, I know.
I need to take 4 more now. 3 adults and 1 child.
You found newspapers.
In the garbage. behind the market.
I suppose you want to go to the bomb site.
After the police are done.
You want to dig around in the rubble?
After the police are done. At the investigators and the sightseers.
Do you want to get your skills or something?
Someone has to collect their things.
So pieces of things on end. Scraps of clothes, pages of books, burned up shoes and hair ribbons. You already have so many boxes.
No.
Even if you could get across the checkpoint, the Israelis would notice you snooping around. They think you had something to do with it. And when our people see you making your art,
It's a memorial.
a memorial in honor of killed Israelis.
And Palestinians.
Still, everyone will think you're
A collaborator. I know. A traitor.
Everyone's watching.
I'm not afraid.
And what if your father sees your memorial? He's gonna be furious.
No. He'll just think I'm a coward.
You're not.
I need to make a statement about the war in my own way, peacefully.
This big little boy? It's so small.
He was 12. I was walking through the alley and I saw the news flash. Someone was watching on their TV. Suicide bombing in Jerusalem. 4 dead. Showed all the wounded people just wandering around. Bodies covered with sheets. Then the boy's blurry picture flashed on the screen for just a second. Then it was gone. What will this boy be in a week from now? A number. Will all 4 of these people be in a month from now? More numbers. 54 died this month. Hundreds died this year in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
At least you know them as people now, Ahmed. And now I know them too, because I'm your friend. This memorial is too big for you to set up all by yourself.
No, you can't help.
Please?
It's too dangerous.
Because I'm a woman? It's dangerous for you too, Ahmed. Don't you think your memorial would make a great news story for the whole world?
Water. Now I see pictures of water like this. Tidal waves, floods, sharks swimming, fish floating in the Dead Sea, people drowning.
Aysha,
Oh,
have you heard about the boy martyr?
I have to go to school.
Gave his life to Palestine.
My friend says it's stupid if I think that way. The war won't ever end.
Really?
There are better ways to protest, aren't there? With art and journalism, not with blowing ourselves up.
And what do you think?
I think I'm getting late.
The boy's funeral is tomorrow. I'm sure I will see you there. And you can keep the poster.
I don't want it.
Allah is proud of him.
Jory! Over here.
How could I miss you? You're the only one sitting outside. All the other students are inside where they're supposed to be.
Thanks for coming.
Mom here because Mom couldn't get out of work. This is the last time. If you're gonna skip your
It was
class,
just photography class.
I heard. You were sitting in the girls' bathroom, hiding.
I wasn't hiding. I was thinking. Don't be mad.
Try, Rebekah, at least a little.
I don't like my new photography teacher.
You haven't given him a chance. And he's not Mrs. Kelman, and I know you love Mrs. Kelman more than anyone. I know it's sad.
Mrs. Kelman used to say, Rebekah, your pictures of water are just beautiful. We'll display them in the hallway.
Stop it.
It's what she said.
I've been over it. Come on, I'll buy you a cup of coffee.
No, Jory.
Why not?
The bombing was at a coffee shop this morning.
You can't go on living like this. We're so afraid. And if every Israeli is afraid to leave the house, then that means we lose, don't we?
You make it sound like we're playing cards.
thing to happen. Completely trapped.
Sometimes, Jory, I just wish the Palestinians would just get their state. I don't care anymore. It'll be us on one side and them on the other.
No. It is not their land. It says in the Torah.
I know what it says. We all know.
Holy land belongs to us. God said.
God says a lot of things.
Ahmed, what's happening here?
Soldiers are coming into the camp. I knew they'd come.
Is this a suicide bombing?
Because it's the second one in a week. There was that Israeli photographer,
Or they threw stones at her car.
and then a bomb. She was trying to help us. They didn't know, or they didn't care. And that's why they're doing a security crackdown.
It's not right. It doesn't mean that all Palestinians are guilty.
They dumped my box. Checking for weapons, I guess.
Let me help.
You should go home, Aysha.
Will you be okay?
We'll be fine. Now go!
Home sweet, boring home. Now, Rebecca, there's something I...
What?
Sit down.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not gonna like this one. I got the call today.
What call? From the army? You did your time.
I'm a reserve.
No.
They need me. I go.
You can refuse.
Why would I refuse?
Because you have duties here at home?
No. I have a duty to my country. I want to stop the terrorists. They're total cowards. There's nothing more important right now.
But the peace talks are supposed to begin. That's what everybody says, and then the army won't need you.
Yeah. If only the peace talks were peaceful. The leaders are already fighting, and the peace talks haven't even begun. As usual. And meanwhile, our people keep getting killed.
See? I told you. It's too dangerous for you, Jory. Something terrible can happen at any second.
Start tomorrow.
Why can't we get away from here?
Where? To America?
I might start taking pictures again. Water pictures. Pictures of the Mississippi River, the Golden Gate
Of
Bridge.
school shootings and the World Trade Towers, Rebecca. America isn't perfect.
Australia then, or
I can
England.
barely get out of the house.
Stop bugging me, Jory.
Rebecca. Well, come on, talk to me. You said you want to feel safe here. Well, I'm trying to make Israel safer. Well, in the meantime, if you insist on hiding, at least go outside. Hide in our yard or something. You definitely need some air.
What took you so long?
Something's happening in the camp, Mama.
You with Ahmed again?
Yes, but
People
listen.
talk.
Listen, please.
I don't want him getting you into trouble.
He's my best friend.
Everybody knows what his father does.
His father's an activist. There's nothing wrong with
He's a
that.
fighter, no matter how you say it.
He's fighting for Palestine. For us. Ahmed's not like his father. Ahmed's an artist. He hates the fighting. Please don't worry so much about me.
Maybe you should be too independent.
That's not important now.
Open up. We have orders to search the house. Is your husband here?
He's not home yet. He works in the city.
He builds houses for Israelis, your people to live in.
Aysha, hush.
We still have to search.
Well, here it is then, basically. 2 cement rooms with cement floors. Welcome to Paris.
Child,
Sure you're not used to these conditions.
what exactly are you searching for anyway?
Quiet!
No terrorists live here, I can assure you.
So this is terrorism, isn't it? What you people are doing, what my people are doing is called resistance. Standing up for what's right. There's a difference.
Aysha!
Look at me. Do I look like a terrorist? Does my mother?
Oh! She'll be quiet now, won't you?
Yeah.
I'm outside, okay? Is everybody satisfied? With my luck, the sky will crack open and rain stones down on me. Bombs. Who's out there?
Are they gone?
Yes.
I have a big mouth, Mama. I don't want to stay quiet.
Sometimes I want to say things too, but
You can't. I know.
come on. Let's go to bed.
No. I want to write for a while. My story. I'll come to bed soon. Do you think
He'll be
Papa's-
okay. He's probably just having a hard time getting back to the checkpoint.
I hope so.
Well, friends.
Allahu Akbar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allah, thee do we worship and thy name we seek. Show us the straight path and end this war, whatever it takes. Please.
I can throw stones too, see? Maybe I'll build a whole wall of stones. And then you'll never be able to hurt me. Even pictures of water look scary now. Unpredictable. Much too pretty to be real. Like something's just lurking under the surface, just waiting for the right time. See if I ever take another picture. I don't want to be haunted forever. I don't want to believe in God anymore. Or genies. Why should I? Mrs. Calvin, are you watching over me?
Aysha,
Ahmed, what are you doing here?
I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
They searched our house.
Mine too.
It's not right. We're not all terrorists.
They
can't
took
just
my dad.
go away.
Nobody knows.
But he's
I'm
just-
worried.
He's a fighter, Ahmed. He'll get away.
I hope. I need to make my memorial before more bad things happen.
See, you need me. Just let me help you.
What am I supposed to do, Mrs. Kalman? I'm afraid now. I never used to be afraid.
Rebekah, who are you talking to?
Nobody.
You're still in the yard.
I'm making a wall.
Out of stones.
Maybe it's more like a cemetery.
Cemetery.
Of pictures. After Mrs. Kalman's funeral, people were putting stones in her grave. There were students. Everyone. And when I looked out beyond the cemetery gates, do you know what I saw? Palestinians. They were watching like ghosts. Some were even crying. And I wanted to say, how dare you cry about Mrs. Kelvin?
happening now. Can you feel it?
What are you talking about?
The gin.
Mrs. Kelman used to talk about the jig, or genies, from Arabic mythology. And they hide in stones, but not only stones. And they can hide anywhere, just like smoke or fire.
I've seen them in temples, in our camp.
Even underwater. Mrs. Kelman said they were in pictures sometimes.
Like spirits. And they can take the shape of humans.
Or for no reason at all. The pictures can turn out beautiful. Depending on if you can prove it yet.
I used to be scared of them when I was little, but now I know they're sometimes here to do good things.
And you still believe in them?
Don't you?
I wonder if the genies were in all those stones. If they're just in a bad mood. I'm not crazy, I'm just thinking.
Stop thinking so much. Come on, let's go inside.
Hugo.
I believe in real things, like the sky. And you?
One day you'll see the things I've seen. You'll become more immune. Now is not the time to be so sensitive.
I just wish we were in another place, at another time. Just you and me.
You'll understand soon.
Look!
What is it?
Are you okay?
It's nothing.
Day 2.
In America today, 2 soccer dads bang their heads bloody at their son's soccer match.
Thousands of women sue doctors for faulty breast implants.
The directors of Bad Boys says they spent $215 million in production,
The 3D effects practically fly right off the screen.
bombarding your eyes and your senses.
The Israelis have accused Palestinian leaders of not claiming responsibility, not doing enough to stop the suicide bombings.
When I look out my window, I see Israeli tanks rolling by.
The IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, says they will not stop defending settlements or pulling troops out of Palestinian camps and cities until this terrorism stops.
My brother Jory is on his way to a Palestinian camp. Straight through the checkpoint. Same exact place where it happened, Mrs. Kelman.
People are in the streets. Can you hear them?
This is Rebekah,
This is Aysha, reporting live
from Israel.
from Palestine. And the little martyr's funeral.
I thought that you'd be here.
I just wanted to see him. Going to be
A journalist. We know. You're a very smart woman, Aysha.
Well, how'd you know that about me?
People talk. We keep our ears open.
Who's we? Which group? Hamas? The Al-Aqsa martyrs?
That's not important now.
Look, I believe in the cause. Sometimes.
You've
but I
had
can't-
cousins who fought in the struggle. Other relatives?
They're dead. They're hiding.
That was a terrible thing that happened to your neighbor last month. And his baby.
They were shot in their house. I saw it.
Women are joining the cause now. No one suspects the women or the kids. We have a much better chance of making it across into Jerusalem. But you've heard that.
I've heard about women who joined and died. Look, I want our Palestine. I want the IDF to pull up. I want the stupid Israeli extremists from building on our land. It has to stop. And I'm as devoted to Allah as you are, but I can't just give away everything.
See, you're very, very confused and angry because none of it can stop peacefully. But how do you know experience? We've run out of options. Allah needs us to fight for what is ours. We have to fight.
Were you the one who put him up to it? The little boy? Did you tell him to walk on floors of gold in paradise? That his family would be rewarded with money?
They will be rewarded.
Shouldn't choose kids so young.
We don't. They come to us.
Kids don't know what to believe.
You're a child, Aysha, and you know what to believe.
Just leave me alone, please.
Come on, get up. We're going to the table. Jory made you come? Rebekah, I'm your best friend. I've been calling you every day. You called me back even once? I haven't felt like talking. You're normally the biggest talker of anyone. Laugh, laugh. The funniest one. It's good to talk about things. About Mrs. Kelman.
took this work very seriously. That was obvious.
Do you remember when she'd said, Rebekah, your pictures of water are just beautiful, but maybe you should stretch yourself. Try taking pictures of people and their faces. You'll be surprised at what you feel, a connection. Don't turn your lens away from the things that you're most afraid of.
Yeah, teacher said. She knew you were the most talented out of all of us. For most of us, it's just another class. But for you, she thought you'd have a future.
And photojournalism, like her. Because I feel things very deeply, and that's what it takes sometimes. That's what she said. If only I could take a lead.
I'll leave, Rebekah. Out of your house, your yard, away from all these weird stones.
Aysha!
Look, I said I don't want...
Me!
Scared me, Ahmed.
You're shaking.
It's nothing.
It's because of the soldiers and the tanks.
I'm used to those.
Because of the little boy's funeral.
Maybe. I guess so.
They're so many people.
A lot more than usual.
They're so loud.
Everybody's proud of me.
They shouldn't be proud. The waste of a life, a little boy.
Look, I'm at all the soldiers. Watch.
Return to your homes. Residents have 10 minutes to evacuate the area.
Oh no, I knew they'd pick up stones. You don't need stones, Aysha.
Why? I don't like them here. They don't belong here.
Get down.
Can't think of a worse way of dying than you. Getting killed by Israeli soldiers.
If you're not careful, you're gonna get killed by our people and their stones.
Jory's on his way to a refugee camp. The IDF say the terrorists come from there.
Jory's used to it. He's smart.
I'm worried. I know Mrs. Calhoun was friends with the people in that camp, but it's still too dangerous.
It's just a handful of fighters, not the whole camp. Don't judge all Palestinians. That's what Mrs. Coleman would say.
I know.
And next year, we're going to be in the same position. In the army, maybe even stationed at that camp.
Not me, no way.
Yeah? Where will you hide now?
Somewhere better. Anywhere.
Good luck. We have to do our time for Israel, just like everybody else.
I don't want to carry a gun. Can you see us carrying guns?
It doesn't mean you have to kill people. And it's only for 2 years.
2 years is a long time.
This will be normal. It's all fun. Come on, we're going to be late in class. We don't want to miss photography.
No, Anna. We'll change. Just like Jory changed. Somewhere along the line, he stopped being sensitive. He became immune.
We are instructed to shoot anyone who throws stones. We will shoot!
Why do you think he'd do it, Ahmed? The little boy? Think he already had that much hate for Israelis, or did the adults put him up to it?
Palestinian kids aren't born to hate. It's adults who teach them. Look at them. They say, look at our hero. Who died for Allah, for Palestine.
It sounds nice to be a hero.
You should go home, Aysha.
No! Everyone always tells me to go home. I want to know what's happening.
It's not the best time to be fearless, my friend. Story or no story.
That's what my mother says.
She probably thinks you get it from me.
It doesn't matter.
She probably thinks I'm like my dad.
She's protective, Ahmed. I told her you're an artist. I'll always choose my friends. I just don't want to end up like those women with husbands who say, wash the dishes, Aysha. Watch after the children, Aysha. Don't leave the house without telling me first, Aysha.
You make the perfect housewife.
Make a horrible housewife, and you know it. 'Cause I'll never be home. I'll be at the university, studying. I'll be the perfect student. You'll see.
If I see you, one day you're gonna marry someone that's just gonna make your parents so proud.
No, only I can choose the one I love. You should feel lucky to be a man here, Ahmed. It's far too complicated being a woman.
Yeah, I'll be dead by the time I'm 20.
Well, don't say that.
Put down your stones and evacuate!
See, photography class. That wasn't so horrible, was it?
No.
I told you that you'd like to decide. Admit it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Come on, I've got to go to my locker for history. Rebekah. Okay, so what are you thinking of now?
Mr. Stein's assignment. Take a picture at a place we've never been before.
We'll do it after class, at a park or something. We'll take some pictures of some slides and jungle gyms and all that.
I've got to go, Anna.
What? You just got here. You're ditching?
Just a couple of classes. It's important.
Rebekah.
I'll be back. Trust me. We'll go to the park and then we'll go out and get a cup of coffee or something.
You want to set up figures here? At the checkpoint.
We'll set them up around the camp first, on corners and outside the buildings, like trees.
It sounds nice to have trees.
Then, we'll stop here and try and get across the checkpoint.
Then you know we won't be able to get across the checkpoint. Especially us, young people. Probably never make it across. It's a good dream. It is.
No! Someday soon, we'll be able to go back and forth as we please. There won't be these 30-foot walls in our way. Someday, there won't be these gates.
It's like we're cattle or something. Getting ready to go to the slaughterhouse.
Someday, we'll have our peace.
Or Palestine. Someday.
It's good to dream. We just can't stop dreaming about it.
Okay then, we'll dream.
One day, my memorial will be like a whole forest of trees. In the camp and in Jerusalem. Maybe my dad will see it. Who knows? Maybe he'll understand it. We have to try.
Ahmed, look, it's that girl.
Sightseeing?
Is she trying to cross through? Hasn't she heard of what happens here?
One picture. Just one.
She's brave. Like you.
So brave. She took a picture of us?
So we'll meet tonight.
Tonight, okay.
Do you think that all the people who have died will see my world in heaven? I want them to know they're not forgotten. They're not just numbers.
Maybe we'll see from two different heavens.
There's just one heaven, Aysha. The Israelis and the Palestinians just enter from different doors. That's all. Just different doors.
Did you see me, Mrs. Kelly? I took a picture. It was so scary, that horrible death point, but for a moment I felt hopeful again. I just want to be brave. Just like you.
What are you doing, Aysha?
Studying. I have a test tomorrow.
School is canceled tomorrow. I know that.
Okay, I'm writing. It's for my story. I'll come to bed soon.
You're so anxious.
There's a lot happening outside of camp tonight, Mom.
A woman kept passing by here today.
What woman? A lot of women pass by.
No, this was different. She was different. Has I gotten you into something? Aysha, I won't let you leave the house tonight, love. Story or no story.
Rebekah,
Oh, Jory, you're home?
I got a break. But they need me back tonight. Could you please explain what you were doing there?
Where?
You know where.
I went to school today. Aren't you proud of me?
It's great, but I
And
don't
Ann and I went to the park.
One of the guys at the checkpoint saw you.
I had to take a picture. It was an assignment from Mr. Stein, my new photography teacher. I think I like him.
He did not tell you to take a picture at that checkpoint.
Well, no, not exactly. But the assignment was to take a picture of a place we'd never been before. I had to do my homework, Jory, so I took one.
One picture?
I got scared.
Well, you should have been scared. Were you trying to cross into the camp or what? You of all people know how dangerous it is.
I
there.
know, but-
I told you, you can't go anywhere near
I had to see where Mrs. Kelly
You don't understand. Those Palestinians are like a mob of wild animals right now. They don't care about you. Are you trying to get killed?
I think she wants me to carry on with her work.
This is coming. Come on, Rebekah.
She worked for a peace magazine, see?
Some peace.
At least she was trying.
Oh, and I'm not.
She took pictures of faces. Palestinian faces, just look.
I don't want to look. I've had enough Palestinian eyes staring at me today. They wouldn't go home. They would put down their stones. You have no idea what it feels like to have all those eyes staring at you.
The stones are all they have. You're the one with the gun, Jory. Our soldiers have all the tanks.
Just an hour, Mama. I'll take the back alleyways.
I won't let you sneak out there. Not tonight. Please respect me. And Allah.
Weiss, Israeli, concentration camp survivor, killed by a suicide bomber.
Careful, Ahmed.
The Israeli military can't make me hold a gun.
I want to help you. You've always helped me.
Instead, I want to see my pictures hanging in the gallery.
Abdul al-Shabai, age 9, Palestinian. Killed when soldiers bombed his house.
You're the only one that believes in me. The only one that thinks I can be a real journalist.
My pictures of Palestinians. Their faces.
How am I supposed to write a story that matters?
Just as scared as we are.
How am I supposed to get into university?
Gal Karen, age 15, Israeli boy, killed by a suicide bomber.
Hanging next to them.
When I can't get out of my own house.
With my pictures of the Israelis.
Mohammed Omar Hawashin, age 12, Palestinian. Shot in the street by a soldier.
Too smart for my own good.
They're only pictures.
The memorial makes me feel hopeful, Ahmed. That there's some good left in this world.
Frida Britvich, Israeli, Auschwitz survivor. Killed by a suicide bomb.
But my work is about peace. Because something has to change.
You help me dream about peace.
Ani Ati Ahu Rumili.
Is it a dream to want to marry you someday, Ahmed?
Age 16, Palestinian.
The only thing that keeps me grounded.
Shot while holding
My bestest friend in the whole world.
a handful of stones.
It can't go on forever.
Don't shoot! I'm not a terrorist!
Can it?
It's a memorial! Can't you see?
Ahmed, I want to help you. I want to be with you. Right now. Don't start without me. Please. Just wait till tomorrow. I can dream for one more night. Something's happening now. I can feel it in my bones. The sky's shaking, black and blue. Ahmed!
as 5 million chickens are pulled off of grocery shelves due to a foul smell.
In the Middle East, conflict escalates in Bethlehem.
Palestinians are retaliating against Israeli forces. Threats of suicide bombings continue.
Bedbugs take over New York City.
Did Brittany have liposuction?
Should there be ho-hos in the cafeteria?
Does text messaging really cause?
Last night, Israeli soldiers shot and killed a Palestinian man.
The IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, demolished the terrorist's home in retaliation.
To a pile of rubble. Ahmed Rahman was thought to be a terrorist from a militant group. He was actually an artist.
Hi, Jory. I'm on my way to the store. Do you need anything? Mom's coming home early, so I thought I'd make dinner. I'm inviting Anna.
Great.
Do you want to come with me?
No thanks.
Not even if we stop for coffee? Brother-sister bonding?
Maybe tomorrow.
Well, it's not like I need you to walk with me.
Walk carefully, Rebecca.
I will. I thought I'd take some pictures along the way. Water pictures are a bit boring, so I thought I'd take some pictures of faces. Can I take a picture of you? Your face? If you're lucky, I'll hang it on my wall with the others.
No,
Why not?
because I don't feel like smiling today.
Jory, did you hear about the shooting in the camp?
I heard.
You were there, Jory?
I shined my light on him. He was holding all these stones. Now, I'm sure he had bombs, so I raised my gun and I didn't know.
He had stones, so he probably did have a bomb. Most Palestinians are good, Jory, I believe that, but it only takes one. He was probably going to hurt you. He was
No, I don't feel well.
You think you made a mistake, Jory?
Mary.
Go outside. Wait for me in our yard.
No, I can't. Your stones are there. Your wall, your cemetery.
I'll be home soon.
You promise.
Where else am I supposed to go?
More better.
Aysha!
I want to join your movement.
What changed your mind?
Just tell me what to do.
Was it the death of your friend?
It was the death of everything good. You have no other options. Just tell me what to do.
Follow me. Someone will be waiting for you here, at this point. Do you understand?
Yes.
You will take what they give you and you will strap it around your waist. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
When you reach your target, you will clear the area of all Palestinians. Then you will say your prayer to Allah.
I'll ask him to welcome me to paradise. A house with floors of gold.
Of gold.
But what about my money? My reward. When will my family get my reward?
Allah will see that it gets to them.
It has to get to them. Father won't have a job after this.
Not for the Israelis. No.
After the prayer,
You know what to do.
press the button at my waist.
Correct. Follow me. We're ready to film you, Aysha. Your statement. Young people will watch this later, and they will be proud. Are you ready?
I am committing this act for Islam and the Palestinian people. I say to the world, shame on you for sleeping, giving my future away to Allah and Palestine. This is Aysha, live.
Go now.
But what about the checkpoint?
Don't worry. We've made sure that we can get across.
I have to take pictures. Because it helps me, Mrs. Kelly. Because it's the only thing that makes sense. I'm trying. Are you watching over me?
What are you doing?
Taking a picture.
You can't. It's not finished.
There are more.
Of course, a memorial.
What does it mean?
It means that people are more than just numbers.
Numbers. Wait, your face. You look sort of familiar.
I'm in a hurry.
I took a picture.
Think so.
You were on the other side of the checkpoint.
To go now. To this door.
You and a man.
Don't say that.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
I'm trying to photograph both sides. Palestinians and Israelis. You and me.
I wanted to be a journalist once. To write stories about this war.
See? We're doing the same thing.
You want to know my side of the story? We have no other options left. Trapped.
Sometimes I feel trapped too. I wake up and hope it's not an unlucky day. We should talk more.
Only in a dream.
I want to hear more about the memorial and the numbers.
This will be the only one. It's not happening now.
Would you like to go out for coffee with me?
Only in paradise.
We can meet tomorrow. I can give you the pictures. This one and the one from yesterday. Of you and your boyfriend.
Another suicide bombing happened on a street in Jerusalem this morning.
Allah, please take care of my family when I'm gone. And
In the ongoing conflict between Israelis and Palestinians,
2 teenage girls dead and 20 injured in a bombing that caused
and welcome us to paradise. Allahu Akbar.
Mayer Mayada, age 12, Palestinian, died as a suicide bomber in a coffee shop in Jerusalem.
This is Abby Coleman, Israeli art teacher. Car was stoned and then bombed by a Palestinian at a checkpoint.
Ahmed Rahman, age 18, Palestinian, killed by an Israeli soldier near his home, close to a checkpoint.
Aysha's mother, still crying after the very large funeral for her daughter, the martyr, and for Ahmed, the artist.
Rebekah's brother, Jory, still sits in the yard, looks at the sky.
The sky's so blue from here, isn't it?
There's a bird egg, Aysha. In the water.
Blue as a marble from here.
Do you feel it?
Peace. No. Do you?
Not really. Not yet.
Are you ready?
I think so. Yes. Are you?
Yes. This is Aysha, live from our world.
Aysha, age 17, Palestinian, died as a suicide bomber, dreamed of being a journalist. This is Rebekah, photographing the scene live from our world.
Rebekah, age 17, Israeli, killed by a Palestinian suicide bomber, dreamed of being a photographer.
Shalom Aleichem.
Peace be with you. Salamta.
Health be with you.
Hope for life.
Dream about life.